can't seem to focus, and you don't seem to notice I'm not here. I'm just a mirror, and you check your complexion and to find your reflections all alone. And I had to go. And can't you hear me? I'm not coming home. And do you understand? And I've changed my plans, 'cause I'm in love with my future. Can't wait to meet her. And I'm in love, but not with anybody else. Just wanna get to know myself. I know supposedly I'm lonely now. No, I'm supposed to be unhappy without someone. But aren't I someone? And I'd like to be your answer, 'cause you're so handsome. But I know better than to drive you home, 'cause you'd invite me in, and I'd be yours again. But I'm in love with my future, and you don't know her. And I'm in love, but not with anybody here. I'll see you in a couple years. Oh.
You could never know what it's like. Your blood like winter freezes just like ice, and there's a cold, lonely light that shines from you. You'll wind up like the wreck you hide behind that mask you use. And did you think this fool could ever win? Well, look at me, I'm coming back again. I got a taste of love in a simple way. If you need to know, well, I'm still standing. You just fade away. Don't you know I'm still standing, better than I ever did. Looking like a true survivor, feeling like a little kid. I'm still standing after all this time, picking up the pieces of my life without you on my mind. I'm still standing, yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm still standing, yeah, yeah, yeah. Once I never could hope to win. You're starting down the road, leaving me again. The threats you made were meant to cut me down. If all it was just a circus, you'd be a clown by now. Don't you know I'm still standing, better than I ever did. Looking like a true survivor, feeling like a little kid. I'm still standing after all this time, picking up the pieces of my life without you on my mind. I'm still standing, yeah, yeah, yeah. 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 There is a house in New Orleans they call the rising sun. It's been the ruin of many a poor boy, and God, I know I'm one. My mother was a tailor. She sewed my new blue jeans. My father was a gambling man down in New Orleans. The only thing a gambler needs is a suitcase and a trunk. And the only time he's satisfied is when he's on a drum. Oh, mother, tell your children not to do what I have done. Spend your life in sin and misery in the house of the rising sun. Well, I got one foot on the platform, the other foot on the train. I'm going back to New Orleans to wear that ball and chain. Well, there is a house in New Orleans they call the rising sun. It's been the ruin of many a poor boy, and God, I know I'm one.
Yesterday, all my troubles seem so far away. Now it looks as though they're here to stay. Oh, I believe in yesterday. Suddenly, I'm not half the man I used to be. And there's a shadow hanging over me. Oh, yesterday came suddenly. Why she such an easy game to play. Now I need a place to hide away. Oh, I believe in yesterday. Why she had to go, I don't know. She wouldn't say. I said something's wrong. How I long for yesterday. Oh, yesterday. Love was such an easy game to play. Now I need a place to hide away. Oh, I believe in yesterday. I believe in yesterday.
Hey, good evening. I'd like to welcome you to the 18th annual Bloomington United for Youth Volunteer Recognition Event. Standing beside me, well, safely distanced from me, is Thomas Starks. Thomas is a senior at Kennedy High School who is attending Normandale. He's been on the BI board since he was just a pup in 6th grade and currently serves as the youth chair for Bloomington United for Youth.
And standing near, but also not too near, is Tom Ringdahl. Tom is the adult chair for Bloomington United for Youth, or BI for short. And he's been a part of BI since it was founded in 1998. That is old. We'll be your MCs for our first ever virtual award ceremony this evening.
And we thank the team at Bloomington Educational Community Television for making this broadcast possible. They're actually rolling out brand new emerging technology and amazing wizardry that's just been released. So we're going to see what happens.
That's right. The engineer even told me that this is the first broadcast on the entire continent with this newly released software. BEC-TV got it on the first Tuesday, and the NFL got it second in line. That's a true story.
Right. Yep. The NFL had to wait till we were done, so they got to use it for the old stuff for the Super Bowl. We get the brand new stuff. Hey, Thomas, you remember a couple of years ago when we had that big blizzard and who was supposed to be coming to the award show got stuck on the road?
I do remember that, yeah.
Yeah, including me. I was stuck on the road. Wouldn't it be nice to have this option then?
Well, live and learn, I guess. Well, as with any technology, we need to be ready for anything to happen. So if anything's go goofy tonight, we'll try to keep you viewers in the loop and get things back on track. So please bear with us if that happens.
Yes, please. Hey, Thomas, you want to tell folks about Bloomington United for Youth?
I would love to, yeah. Bloomington United for Youth is a group of community members, both adults and youth, who for over 20 years has worked to engage the entire community of Bloomington in the positive development of youth. Our board is made up of representatives from the schools, city government, local business, service organizations, and the faith community, and of course, youth from across Bloomington.
Along with tonight's event, some of BI's present and past initiatives include the Bloomington Youth Coffee House, the Bloomington Teen Job Fair, the Mini Masters Golf Tournament, coordinating the family and youth stage at the Bloomington Heritage Days, the Box City Vigil, and students teaming with us, the city on Students in Government Day. Sadly, like with everything else in the world, a lot of those activities are canceled, of course, this year because of the pandemic.
That's sad but true. BI works to spread awareness of the 40 developmental assets for youth developed by the Search Institute and to help the community keep the 5 promises to youth developed by America's Promise organization. These promises are caring adults, safe places, healthy start, marketable skills, and the opportunities to serve. Tonight, we recognize youth who have taken the opportunities to serve promise to heart by volunteering in our community, and the adults who fulfilled the caring adults promise to our youth.
We begin tonight in patriotic style by saluting the United States. Boy Scout Troop 374 from Nativity of Mary, led by acting senior patrol leader Liam Byer, took the stage earlier with our flag ceremony for tonight. Gentlemen.
Scout attention. Please remove all non-religious hats. Color guard, advance. Color guard, post the colors. Troop salute. Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. 2.
You know, at our normal award ceremony, we have a full house of well-wishers and supporters on hand. Tonight, it's just the two of us talking to an empty auditorium. to make things a little bit more realistic. We were going to bring in some canned applause, but yeah, you know, it works for NPR, but it's not going to work for us tonight.
Yeah, things happen.
Yeah, right. That's a small sacrifice to make. Moving on, you know, also at our normal award ceremony, not
during a pandemic.
Yeah.
Of course.
We have a veritable bevy of dignitaries up front to congratulate our awardees. You know, we're often honored by the presence of our mayor, Tim Bussey, the city council members, Superintendent Les Fujitaki, and a whole bunch of school board members. Now we know that a whole lot of them have checked in tonight and are watching the broadcast live tonight. Thanks for each of you for supporting the young people in our community. And while we can't have all the dignitaries speak, we are honored to have Councilmember Nathan Coulter with us tonight to help kick off our evening.
Nate, go. Well, thank you, Tom,
Councilmember Coulter.
and thank you all of you. I am really pleased to be here tonight to convey greetings and congratulations on behalf of Mayor Bussey and council members Carter, Lohman, Nelson, Beloga, Martin, and myself. We are all grateful to you for the work that you've done to make our community better. I think I speak for all of us here in Bloomington when I say that particularly over the last year, the need for dedicated, passionate people to step up could not be more clear. We are so lucky to have you, and I hope that you will continue to stay engaged and stay involved because, and I'm going to put this as bluntly as I can, we need you. We need your skills, your passion, your organizing abilities, and your persistence. The issues and challenges that we face today, in almost any direction we look, are tough, and solutions can seem impossible to come by. And the reality is that any progress that will be made on them will come from people like yourselves, folks who have demonstrated leadership, creativity, and dedication to serving our neighbors. When I was in college, I had the opportunity to hear former Vice President Walter Mondale speak, and he said something that has stuck with me since then. Change happens in America when young people get involved. And we don't need to look too far to see how true that is, because you're already doing it. You are already making change, and you're doing it right here in our hometown. And I know that all of us here value your efforts so greatly. So, like a good politician, I'm going to end with an ask, but fortunately, it's a simple one. Keep it up. Keep doing what you're doing. It's been actually almost exactly 20 years since I started at Jefferson, and I wasn't nearly as hardworking as all of you. With the dedication that you've shown, I fully expect that 20 years from now, one of you will be bringing greetings as an elected official. Thank you again.
Thank you. If you turned in early tonight, you were treated to some musical selections from Jefferson students. Now we bring you Kennedy cellist, there we go, Marcus Jensen with our featured selection for the evening, the Almond from Bach's First Cello Concerto. I think I nailed it.
There we go. There's the applause we were looking for. Well earned, too. Thank you, Marcus, for doing that. Also, hey, watch on the internet and on BEC-TV for Marcus to be the coming into your living rooms as the anchor of East Side Edition, the Kennedy News Show. So not only is he a great cellist, he's a great newsman, too. So tickled to have him with us tonight. Say, we extended an invitation to people who nominated our honorees to join us as part of the broadcast tonight and to read the comments they sent us. Some nominators have taken us up on the offer. Others chose to leave it to Thomas and I here. But we do have all of those who are receiving awards this evening standing by live to be part of the ceremony, and really hope that we don't lose any of them at a bad time. Thomas?
Our first category for this evening is for individual adults. The criteria for the area of individual adults recognition are: the activity should be done as a volunteer, the activity should benefit Bloomington youth, and the activity has demonstrated volunteer services for a committed amount of time.
This year, the individual adult category is recognizing 2 honorees. First off is Michelle Desjardins. Michelle was nominated by Taylor Mundus, a 4th grade teacher at Westwood. Here's what Taylor wrote in her nomination. Michelle is very deserving of recognition for multiple reasons. First, she's very kind, caring, and supportive volunteer. Second, she is kind and personable. Michelle is reliable. She's on top of her commitment by being prompt and worthy of trust. Further, without asking, she's written out what she does while volunteering and then sends it to me as a teacher when she's done. Her work is purposeful and organized. Third, Michelle is someone the students want to work with. The students she sees in my class rarely miss a Google Meet with her. And that's telling, as they work on a subject this student struggles with. She's worked with the same student for 2 years, which was fun to see them still connecting, even through distance learning. Overall, Michelle is caring, supportive, reliable, and likable, encompassing great qualities I'm appreciative of, and I believe she deserves recognition for. Michelle's with us tonight online. Michelle, are you there?
What?
Michelle, can you hear us okay? Looks like Michelle is having some audio issues on her end. We'll give it one more try and see if there's any change. Michelle, can you hear us okay? Looks like Michelle is there. We can see her. We'll take one more look at Michelle, and we'll Michelle, can you hear us? Can you talk? Looks like Michelle can no longer hear us. If we're able to, we'll maybe bring her back up again later. But we do want, there we go, that's a nice shot of her. We do want to extend our congratulations to Michelle on her honor this evening.
Alrighty, and our second individual adult we're honoring tonight is Sharon Roundhouse, and was nominated by Don Vertigan, who serves as co-mentor with Sharon. Here's what Don wrote in his nomination. Sharon is an outstanding individual. She has done so much for the children of Bloomington through her volunteering and FIRST Robotics. I have known Sharon for many years as she helped me become a robotics mentor for Jefferson High School Robotics Club. She volunteers countless hours over many, many years helping the youth of Bloomington. She doesn't have any children in robotics anymore, but some nights she will be helping 1, 2, or 3 teams learn through robotics. She works with our high school students, but also mentors teams at the middle school and elementary school levels. She travels to local, state, and national events to help her students. While helping our students at these competitions, she also volunteers at these events. Her heart is to help children grow through her volunteering and her love of robotics. And I believe Sharon is also with us tonight. Can you hear us okay, Sharon?
I can hear you.
Oh, there she is.
Hooray. And we can hear you as well, Sharon. Well, Sharon, congratulations. Tell us a little bit about your involvement and why it's meaningful for you.
I started with robotics 11 years ago when my youngest son was a freshman at Kennedy, and learned to love a program that makes it so every child can enjoy this sport. And robotics is a sport. And it starts at kindergarten. And I so love working with these kids. They are, actually, they keep me young. I'm grateful to the Bloomington School District for the support. They're always opening up their doors so that we can have the students can meet at the different schools. Les, the school board, has supported us when teams have done well and gone on to Worlds. And it's just a really fabulous relationship. I love it.
I got to tell you, Sharon, that in speaking with the selection committee, there were several people who had seen you or worked with you somewhere around the, or had known of you from around your work around the district. You've touched a lot of students in a lot of different ways, and we really appreciate all that you've done and your many years of service here in Bloomington. So thank you very much, Sharon, and congratulations on your award.
Thank you.
Next, we're going to honor the individual youth category. The criteria for individual youth recognition are, number one, be a student of or resident in Bloomington for grades 6 through 12. The activity should be done as a volunteer. The youth has demonstrated volunteer services for a committed amount of time.
And this year we have 2 awards in the individual youth category.
Wait a minute. I thought we had 3
Oh,
kids.
right.
Wait. It's two awards?
Right, yes.
Three,
There's 2 awards, 3 people.
3 people.
And I believe 2 of those people are actually sisters, correct?
Aha!
Yes, that's what we're
Now I understand.
First, we'll recognize Addison and Anne-Marie Schlew. Both attend Jefferson High School. Addison is a senior, while her sister Anne-Marie is a sophomore. The sisters Schlew were nominated by their former Sunday school teacher, Don Anderson. We're pleased to have Don with us tonight to help present the award. Don, are you with us?
Oopsie. Sorry.
We'll check with the control room, see if Don's just about there. Okay, sounds like they can see Don, but Don's not responding. So while we're waiting for that, we'll see if we can give you what Don had submitted. Thomas, you want to take that?
Yeah, I can take that. Here's what Don wrote about Addison and Anne-Marie. I help run the Closet of Hope free clothing store in my church. Addison and Anne-Marie volunteer and are incredibly dedicated to the ministry. They help with filling orders, sort through donations, clean, and help things keep organized. At Christmas, we host a giveaway, and the girls set up a toy store, organizing all of the toy donations, and help with shopping and wrapping gifts. They not only help each week, but they do it with positive attitudes and are excited to help. They deserve recognition of their work, and I am so proud of them.
It sounds like we've got Addison and Anne-Marie standing by to chat with us. Hey, Addison and Anne-Marie, can you hear us okay?
Do you hear the control room, or do you hear them introduce you?
Again,
Just start talking because we're...
sounds like they're having a hard time hearing us. So we will just say congratulations to Addison and Anne-Marie. Speaking with them earlier about the award.
And I'm Anne-Marie. We would like to thank you so much for this award. It's been such an honor to volunteer at Closet of Hope over the years. It's a great place to impact our community.
We'd like to thank all the volunteers and everyone who's donated to Closet of Hope over the years. It's been really cool to see the 2 of us grow in this community, and we're so grateful to have worked with such wonderful people.
Can you guys hear me?
Can you guys hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I have a question. You've been doing
I have
this
a
for a
question.
long
You've
time.
been doing this for a long time. Tell me about how
Positive
long.
Hope.
I think it's been about 5 years, I want to
Yeah,
say.
5 or more. We started with just hanging
Wow.
up hangers.
Wow.
Yeah.
And now you're the princesses of the closet.
Yeah.
Tell Dawn that you'd like a new plaque up there that says that, right next to the plaque that you have. And do you have the plaque that we gave you there? To prove that we're actually giving out plaques?
Prove that we're actually
giving out plaques.
Okay. All right, super. Thank you very much for joining us this evening. Again, Addison and Anne-Marie Schlew, the sisters Schlew. Our second honoree this evening in the individual youth category is Yan Yang Zheng. She's a senior at Jefferson High School. Yan Yan is making history for us. Thomas, did you know that there's upwards of 5,600 6th to 12th graders here in Bloomington who could be nominated? So we always get a real nice selection of people who get nominated here.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. But we've never, because people know them from several points of contact.
Right.
So it's not at all surprising that in the 18 years we've been doing the awards, we've never had 2 nominations for 1 student.
And I'm assuming this is different somehow?
Yes! That year this all changed because both Becky Wallerick and Kay Aho submitted nominations for Yan Yan. Becky's a college counselor at Jefferson, and Kay is a youth coordinator and mentor with the League of Women Voters. I know that Becky and Kay had an arm wrestling contest to see who could come out tonight to help present the award. I know that Kay won it, but maybe they're having another round or something because somehow...
I think they asked for a rematch or something.
They must have asked for a rematch because we lost Kay offline. So let's do this. We have 2 nomination bits here that came, one from Becky and one from Kay.
Correct.
And so why don't you read the one from Becky?
Okay.
I'll read the one from Kay.
All right.
And then we'll bring on Yan Yan.
Sounds good. And
Okay.
Here's what Becky had to say about Yan Yan. Yan Yan is the Youth Sustainability Commissioner for Bloomington. She advocates for policies that reduce Bloomington's overall carbon output and energy usage. She also organizes events that feature the stories of those impacted by environmental destruction, allowing participants to understand the effects of climate change on a personal level. As a leader of Jefferson's Environmental Club, she collaborates with her peers to improve the compost and recycling systems at school while attempting to inspire them to implement these steps in their own homes. She is also a part of the League of Women Voters and has helped many Jefferson High School students register to vote. Yan Yan exhibits empathy in all that she does.
Thank you. Now, that was the one from Becky.
Mm-hmm.
Now, mind you, Becky and Kay did not coordinate on this thing. They didn't, neither one knew the other was doing.
Correct.
So separately, Kay Aho also put in this nomination for Yan Yan. Yan Yan Zheng is committed to community engagement, equity for all, and environmental sustainability. Yan Yan currently serves on the Bloomington League of Women Voters Board. She performed a dance solo at our supper with the candidates and introduced the candidates for elected offices. She registered voters, distributed voter guide information, promoted voting, filmed the U.S. Census videos in Cantonese and Mandarin, because, why not? Created a voter registration presentation for the Bloomington schools, published a newsletter to increase youth civic participation, co-hosted and spoke at the 2020 Earth Day celebration, and serves on the Bloomington Sustainability Commission. But wait, there's more. Yan Yan was featured in the local paper as an Earth Action hero, is president and co-founder of Earth Corps, is in the marching band and the Chinese folk dance. She coaches and teaches dance, participates in the National Honor Society and Science Olympiad, participates in the Bloomington Anti-Racist Coalition, and is interning with the Richardson Nature Center and Asian Media Access. Oh man, Thomas, I'm getting tired just reading everything. Can you imagine being her?
Exactly.
Kay goes on. I recommend Yan Yan Zheng for the BEC Individual Youth Award without reservation. Yan Yan plans to pursue environmental studies, policy or science in college next fall. There's no question that she will be greatly successful. She's passionate about the environment and making this world better for everyone. Her excellent academic accomplishments and breadth and depth of engagement in so many areas demonstrate high motivation and outstanding talent. Yan Yan, are you staying by to talk with us? Yes, she is. Am. Oh my goodness. Such praise, and I've heard this from many people. I know Thomas knows you personally, and it was also telling me about all the amazing things that you've been doing. So, any words from you before you scoot off to your next college interview?
Yeah, I just wanted to say thank you to Becky Wallerick and Kay Aho, not only for nominating me, but for all the support that they've given me throughout high school, between school, the Sustainability Commission, Earth Corps, the League of Women Voters, and a million other things. The past 4 years have definitely been kind of hectic, but it's been really nice to know that at least 2 people have had my back the whole time. And even though I have been very busy and a little sleep deprived, I've still really enjoyed everything that I'm doing because I feel like I've been able to really make an impact on the community. And because of that, I'm really, really honored to be able to receive this award. And I want to say thank you again to everybody who helped make it possible.
Yan Yan, yeah, congratulations. A wise person once told me, if you want something done right, find the most busy person you know and have them do it. I think you're one of those people that, you know, anything that gets put in your lap happens wonderfully. So thank you very much for all you've done in the community. So I heard that you are being courted by several colleges around town. Anything, not around town, sorry, around the country, the highest elite. So what are some of the running favorites? Who's after you now?
Well, I'm actually really happy to announce that I was accepted early action to Harvard University in December, so that's where I'm thinking of going.
That is fantastic. That, again, congratulations for all you do in the community and for being an example to all of us, old and young.
Thank you so much for having me.
Okay, good night.
Alrighty. So I believe that brings us to our next category, community groups category. The criteria for community groups category recognition are: the organization should be composed of primarily volunteers, the activity should benefit Bloomington youth, and the group has demonstrated volunteer services for a committed amount of time.
There are 2 winners in our Community Group Award. First, we honor the quitters at, the quilters. They're not quitters.
Thank you, Laffer.
The quilters at the Christ the King Lutheran Church. You know, they've been at this, Thomas, for 50 years at that church.
I'm not even 50 years old.
I'm not even 50.
That's definitely not true.
Jerk. The quilters were nominated by Melissa Riebel. Now, Melissa is the School and Community Engagement Coordinator at Kennedy High School and a delightful person. We're delighted to have Melissa with us online tonight to help present the award. Melissa, you there?
Melissa, you there?
I'm here.
Hooray!
Thanks, Tom.
Okay.
Hooray! Okay.
Why don't you share with us about the quilting group?
I will. On most Mondays, including during a pandemic, you can walk into the social hall at Christ the King and you'll find several women cutting fabric, laying out patterns, sewing, and tying quilts. These women share positive conversations and thoughts and positive prayers for whoever will receive their quilts. Typically, in a non-pandemic year, the quilters will make up to 200 quilts, impacting the youth in Bloomington. I have been working with them at Kennedy High School, and they've donated up to 200 quilts to the Kennedy Pantry. The quilts have made a significant impact for our students and families at Kennedy High School. This year alone, I have shared quilts with families moving from a hotel into an apartment. I have shared quilts with mothers taking their children out of an abusive home situation. And I've had the opportunity to share quilts with students with illnesses, including one with a terminal illness. The quilts are meant to make them feel warm in their hearts and in their bodies, on their bodies. The message that is given to everyone who receives a quilt from me through the quilters is that these women come together, and their hope is that the quilt will make a difference for a youth of Bloomington. I am honored to call the Christ the King quilters partners of the pantry at Kennedy High School. And on behalf of Kennedy High School, I would like to thank the Christ the King quilters for all they have given us, and I congratulate all of you for receiving the Bloomington United for Youth Volunteer Award.
Thank you, Melissa. That's wonderful. And Melissa, we appreciate your nominating them. We appreciate your kind and insightful words about them. We have Joanne Hofstad from the Quilters on the line right now. Joanne, you there? Hello, Joanne. Can you hear us?
Hello.
Okay, sounds like we lost.
I can hear you.
Oh, Joanne, you can hear us? Perfect. It sounds like we can hear you, but we can't see you right now. Perfect. Okay, we're gonna have your mic up here and just tell us about your involvement with the Quilters, Joanne.
Okay. Thank you so much for nominating our group to receive this award. It is really exciting, and our group has 20 members on the right. Like Melissa said, on a Monday, 20 meet between 9 and noon at Christ the King Lutheran Church. In 1984, the group started counting the number of quilts distributed to various organizations each year. As of last November, we've given out. Kennedy allowed a recipient the past few years for some of our quilts. And it would be hard to do with the many individuals donating all the supplies that we use. And we feel that what a privilege we have. One, we do what we love to do, fill a need in the community, which is a win-win, and three, being recognized with this special honor. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you, Joanne, very much for your role in that, and please extend our thanks to the entire group. Boy, the longevity that you guys have there, and the amount of quilts that you've put out, and the amount of good you've done, both locally in the community and worldwide, in the way that you've been so generous, is just wonderful. And we really thank you for your great involvement in the community and the greater world in doing that. So thank you very much, and congratulations.
The second group we are recognizing in the community groups is the organizers of the Jumpstart 2 school event. Interesting story on this one. The nomination submitted by Paul Fournier was specifically for the St. Bonaventure's Catholic community and their involvement in the event. When we spoke with the representative at St. Bonnie, she was honored but refused to accept the award only on their behalf. Turns out that while the event was held in their parking lot this year, and they're a big part of making the event happen annually, there's a whole network of organizations that teams closely to pull it off. So with the nominators' permission, we're recognizing all of the organizations who make up Jumpstart to School a reality each fall. With us tonight to accept the award on behalf of all of the organizations involved in Debbie Belfry Volunteer Connection Coordinator and Career Technical Education Director for Bloomington Public Schools. That is a mouthful.
That is a mouthful. And not only that, but it sounds like we lost Debbie off the line, unfortunately. Can I just have a confirmation of that control room? That's correct. No Debbie. So, but she did, because Debbie is always prepared. Send us our just-in-case backup notes here. So, tell you what, you and I can share back and forth on some of this, Thomas. Why don't you take the first part? What is Jumpstart to Schools?
Yeah, I can do that. So what is Jumpstart School? A collaborative effort of many community partners. The purpose was to distribute school supplies to students in Bloomington. The supplies collected by school supply drives is conducted by BEC. And BEC has done school supply drives for about 20 years, and since 2017 distributed the supplies for Bloomington, Richfield, and Edina schools, the BEC service area, directly to those districts. The best serve students and their families to support their educational experience, and supplies needed to be distributed to families in Bloomington.
Jumpstart to School has several collaborative partners, including BEC, Bloomington Schools, the City of Bloomington, multiple faith partners led by St. Michael's Lutheran Church, St. Bonaventure Catholic Community, Redemption Lutheran Church, Upworks, Every Meal, formerly Sheridan Story, and Good in the Hood.
The history of Jumpstart to School started as a fun community event at Redemption Lutheran Church in 2018 to distribute donated school supplies, plus quickly engaged faith communities for location, volunteers, food, financial contributions for buoyancy houses, bouncy houses. Multiple City of Bloomington departments, Parks and Rec, Traffic Control, Bloomington Public Health support for food services and giving school physicals, fire and police for outreach and marketing volunteers. Bloomington Schools, nonprofit organizations for tables, chairs, transportation of supplies, and additional resources like food and shoes. Hennepin County Human Services, Hennepin County Libraries, and I believe they moved to St. Bonaventure for 2019 and 2020 for a new drive-by model with pre-packed backpack distribution. BEC still being the champion for doing school supply drives and new resources found for additional supplies, as well as 2018 having 950 backpacks, 2019 1,168 backpacks, and 2020 1,100 backpacks. So
holy cow, that's a lot of people involved doing a lot of work. And if I have it correct from the control room, we actually got Debbie back on the line again. Debbie, can you hear us okay?
I can, thank you.
Hooray! Wonderful. Hooray. Well, Debbie, we had a chance. Oh, look at that. There's your plaque. Thank you. We had a chance to give most of your kind of prepared notes and thoughts that you were going to plan to share with us. So let me just ask for some more comments you have about just like what it's like to work with that kind of a dynamic group of people.
It is lots of fun. It's lots of hard work, but none of this would have happened to make it a community event beyond just distributing our school supplies if we hadn't had the cooperation and an awful lot of people saying, I can help, let me help in this way. And so we were so blessed to be able to work together, and more organizations started to step up. But truly, this is a volunteer organization. We have used hundreds and hundreds of volunteers over the years because each one of those school supply boxes has to be sorted and packed. And then we've been lucky enough to be able to serve dinner, have bouncy houses, as you saw in the pictures, and find donations to put on this event for the community and for the students and the families in our community.
That's all fantastic. And we really appreciate your role in that and all the people who are part of it. I know that you really work as a great collaboration. It was really fun to be on the phone and go from one person to another, and all of them, what I kept hearing over again was, it's not us, it's not just us, it's these people and these people and these people and these people. What a great way to teach us how to network with each other and make the most of everybody teaming together. So, So thank you very much, and congratulations to all of you.
Thank you so much, and thank you to Paul for nominating us as a group.
Our final category for the evening is youth organizations. The criteria for the youth organization recognition are, number one, the organization should be composed primarily of volunteers grades 6 through 12, and the group has demonstrated volunteer services for a committed amount of time. Thomas?
This year, we're honoring the Kennedy High School Green Club. This group was nominated by Mark Robinson, who is a teacher at Kennedy and the group's advisor. Mark isn't with us here tonight.
Nope, we don't have Mark with us tonight.
Mark is not with us here tonight, so we're just going to read what he said about the nomination. Students formed in the fall of 2019 to reduce our school's negative impact on the environment. Students have worked to inform students of ways they can personally reduce waste. They have begun exploring ways in which systems in the school and school district could be improved from an environmental standpoint. They reconfigured recycling bins at the school so they can easily fit cans and bottles, and have worked on creative ways to reduce the school's paper consumption. Joining us to accept this award this evening is the student leader of the Green Club, Yasmin Ahmed. Yasmin, can you hear us okay?
Yasmin, can you hear us okay? Okay, you guys hear me?
Yeah, it sounds like we can hear you.
Yeah, it sounds like we can hear you. Okay, great. So I've been president of Green Club for the last 2 years, and being able to see it grow from a smaller club that only covered like more inter-school issues about plastic use and to see it grow to what it is now and like covering stuff locally and being able to be able to sorry, I didn't prepare my speech very well, but being able to really start to change our community has been really great to be able to see that over the last few years. I'm so honored to be able to accept this award on behalf of Kennedy's Green Club. We've been working really hard this year to plant trees around the city in the spring and spread awareness on climate change, and it's really nice to see our efforts be recognized. So, yeah.
Well, Yasmin, it was wonderful for you to be that you're part of that. Thank you for your leadership in that group and for your inspiration to the other students at Kennedy and for all of us in the great work that you're doing. I know that a couple of people I talked to said they are still hoping to order some trees. So can people still order trees if they want to?
Oh yeah, totally. Okay, so if you go to our Instagram page at KennedyGreen_, you will find like a link in the thing that gives us that takes us to our website. Where you can find, like, if you want to be able to volunteer with us on April 24th, which is the day that we're planting the trees, you can go on our website and do that. If you just want to read about what we've been doing, you can do that. Or if you want to order trees on our website, you can do that too. It's $5 per tree, and yeah, they're I forget what the trees were, but like they're really beautiful, so I can tell you that.
Fantastic. Again, thanks very much, and congratulations to you and the entire Green Club at Kennedy High School. Good night, Yasmin.
Well, that's the last of the awards that we have for tonight. To help us wrap up our evening, we have some closing remarks on behalf of the Bloomington School Board from board member Maya Olson. Director Olson, you there with us? Oh, sorry, never mind.
Yep.
I believe it's a tape.
Thank you, Tom and Thomas, for that wonderful job emceeing this event. On behalf of the Bloomington School Board, we appreciate and congratulate each of you honored tonight with these recognition awards. They are all well-deserved. To those of you who work with Bloomington United for Youth, we also extend our thanks for the difference you are making in our community. During a year of extraordinary challenges, any positive efforts for the good of our community are truly more important than ever. Even bringing us together for a positive event tonight is reason for us to be grateful. Our youth of today are an asset that we must nourish and cherish. Our future as the community we aspire to be here in Bloomington depends on our youth learning and growing and being an integral part of our city. It is through volunteering that one truly feels connected to their community, and the connections you make have a ripple effect, whether it is those who are impacted directly or indirectly, or whether you know it or not, you are inspirational to others. So thank you for your good efforts. Thank you to the youth who are organizing clothing and gift giveaways during a time of great need, leading many exciting environmental sustainability efforts, and registering students to vote so that they can participate in their great civic duty. And to those who are sharing their skills with our youth by mentoring the robotics club, tutoring and providing backpacks for Bloomington students, or quilting for youth in need in our community, you each make a difference. I wanted to share the great many adjectives used to describe your efforts in your nomination forms, but I narrowed it down to simply these few: passion, positivity, punctuality, patience, and purpose. On behalf of Bloomington Schools, we thank you for continuing your purpose and making a difference for so many.
Thanks, Director Olson. We are tickled that in the arm wrestling match that you had with the rest of the school board, you won and got to deliver that for us this evening. Thanks very much. And thank you to the rest of the school board and to Superintendent Les Fujitaki and the rest of district administration. And another thank you to Councilmember Nathan Coulter for helping kick things off this evening, and to Mayor Busse and the entire City Council for their continued support. We'd like to also again thank Troop 374 from Nativity of Mary School, cellist Marcus Jensen, and the entire crew at BEC-TV who works tirelessly to bring you this to integrate this breaking technology to make tonight's broadcast possible. Air times and a link to watch this can be seen at BEC-TV.org.
Thanks also to the members of Bloomington United for Youth who did all the behind-the-scenes work to make this possible. Please consider joining Bloomington United for Youth and bringing your voice and perspective to the initiatives we have. Go to bloomingtonyouth.org for further information, or to contact us for volunteer opportunities that we have within our activities.
Now, before we call it a night, I do need to point out that Thomas Starks here, we go back a long way, and he has been part of Bloomington United for Youth, I think, and the rest of the board can double check on this, longer than any other youth we've had as part of the BI board. So he started in sixth grade, right, Thomas?
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah.
He started in sixth grade. He's been with us the entire time. He started off as a school rep for Oak Grove and then for Kennedy. Elevated himself as the youngest ever youth co-chair of Bloomington United for Youth. And now you're a senior, and you don't have to leave after you graduate.
That's true, and I will be in the Bloomington area because I'm going to the U of M, so I could stay.
Good. Let's make that our plan then. I thought it might be fun to see. We get to see you tonight all spiffed up here. I thought it'd be fun to see what you look like when you first joined BI. So I asked your mom and dad to say, there we go. There's young Thomas. When you first started teaming with us here at BI. So
for all a note for the kids that are watching out there, that could be you. All I'm saying.
Yeah. And I bet you I wasn't nearly as gray back then either, but maybe so. Let's have one more thunderous round of applause for all of our winners this evening.
We would like to thank all of those that nominated our winners tonight for bringing attention to their noteworthy contributions to Bloomington and its youth.
Please consider nominating someone next year for an award by going to the BI website, bloomingtonyouth.org, at the start of the new year. Now, normally we have you all join us in the foyer for a reception of delicious cookies. But this year, Thomas said he was going to make homemade cookies and deliver them to everybody out there. Thomas, you got those cookies out to everybody?
Yeah, and you could buy them through the Girl Scouts.
Through the Girl Scouts, all right. Well, we thank you for joining us this evening, and maybe there's some cookies back in the control room. You and I can arm wrestle over those. Thanks again for joining us this evening. On behalf of Thomas Starks, I'm Tom Ringdahl. Thanks and good night.